And I do want to say thank you to Nooktuk for handling some of the mod duties during the stream. I'm sure, as a lot of you have known, I am very swamped right now with a lot of stuff in the last couple of days. Hmm. Okay. Um, Headphones on? Yes. Great. I see some people are in the chat. Hype. I'm running for minister and so exciting. I want to wait for some more people to get in here. I need to rest my voice for a minute because this is a lot of reading. This is exciting. This is probably I'm seeing 8,638 total views. Is that people viewing right now? I'm not sure. I'm not really a Twitch streamer normally, so a lot of stuff's been changing very rapidly here. But I don't know if that's saying currently there are almost 9,000 people watching, but wow. 22, that's kind of a relief for me. There is I've been told it's like 12-second delay in these broadcasts, and so hopefully it's not going to be too bad. So okay, well, where can I see how many people are watching right now? Yep, a lot of hype. Well, this is our big election results. This is since we've had a huge boost in membership. You know, we've been covered in a lot of media now, and you know, we want to do this right this time. Not saying we did it wrong before, but this is especially when we need to get this looking good. And we've got Narval92 saying Russian here, and welcome. We've got a lot of new Russian members. We actually had a lot of coverage in some Russian sites. And so we set up a Russian channel, and we've got a Russian translation of the Beginner's Guide by Dometer. So, you know, hopefully we're being accommodating to some of our new international members. But unfortunately, you can't expect me to actually read Russian on the air. I can barely read English sometimes. All right. Give it just another minute and I'm going to start. So We're just about to go. So I'm kind of, worked out the little technical difficulty I had a moment ago, which was after I had practiced all this and got it all set up. Now, where can I see how many people are viewing? Okay, 40. All right. All right. And for the most recent comments on here, for some reason, my Discord notifications keep covering up some of the chat. So I'm gonna try and read what everyone says. It's a bit of a delay between what I say and you hearing it. So I will try and address anything that comes up in the chat. Are we ready to go? All right, I do a countdown, but I really don't like to do countdowns. So this is going to be hosted on the Democraciv News Network after this broadcast. It takes a little while for the transfer, but here we go. The Democraciv election results. All right. So this election, we had several positions open. We had 2 minister seats. We have 20 legislative seats, and we have 2 mayor positions. Who's talking? Yeah, this is Espresso. Yes. So yeah, I'm the head moderator. For those who aren't quite familiar with how things go, I organize everything behind the scenes and keep the place running. And try not to destroy everything. We actually did have music on previous broadcasts. I'm using a different program than I did before, and the music isn't working on it. He thinks he is really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna get this started. First, we have the mayor positions, and this is the mayor of Sukhothai. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. The mayor of Sukhothai is going to take over the capital of Siam, which we conquered in our glorious warfare against them. And so there were 5 people running for this office, and some of them were new and some of them were established members, which is kind of the theme of this election. We had a lot of newcomers and a lot of established members running for office. So to me, that's really exciting. Now at number 5 for 89 points is I'm Too Slick for You. So not quite a victory there. That's one of the new members, and didn't get enough name recognition to really do well in this election. But it's still a good sign right there. And hopefully, if I'm Too Slick for You runs again, they will do much better. At number 4 for 134 points is Shrike Consul. This is another new member who just joined, and I haven't been able to get too familiar with this person, but I've seen their name around quite a bit. Just go to YouTube search and search for election theme. Yeah, I see it buffering too. Yeah, I'm seeing it. New studio got bombed. Yeah, I don't think it's anything that bad. Yeah, okay. Now you're stuck listening to my voice again. We're back. Uh, bit of a okay. And okay, I'm seeing something in the MLU chat just popped up that was interesting. No one is required to take any office. There are no roles in Democraciv that are compulsory, just if that ever is brought up. Okay, I'm gonna give this a second to catch up because on my screen, I'm still way back earlier. So there's probably a lot of lag right now. Hey everyone, just wanted to publicly declare my love for bacon. And I'm hoping that's not a slight on the Pig Nexus. 67 viewers, nice. All right, so I don't know if you can hear me right now. Someone say in the Twitch chat if I'm ready to move on to the next name, because I don't know how bad the lag is now. Okay. So since the stream is actually working, I'm going to go ahead and move on to number 3. At number 3 for 159 points is Stashmax 12. Now, Stashmax 12 is someone that ran for several offices this time, along with Mayor of Sukhothai. Stashmax is also running for legislature and for ministry. So unfortunately, they didn't win the mayor election, but there's other positions that they're running for. So for number 2, at 182 points is Connect the Blue. Connect the Blue is someone who has tried to make their presence known and done some campaigning that I've noticed, and you can see it's really paid off. Campaigning really makes a difference here. So almost congratulations there. So for the new mayor of Sukhothai, 274 points, Darth Spectrum, also known as DOS, who's a very established, kind of controversial member here, who has previously served in the ministry amongst many other duties. Big part of our community, you know, for his own part in here. So congratulations, DOS, on becoming mayor of Sukhothai. Yes, I responded to a comment from 2 minutes ago. There's a big lag right now. Okay, told to turn my volume up a bit. Unfortunately, I have not got a lot of good equipment here. I'm using a built-in microphone. So maybe this will help a little. Those who don't like bacon are lying to themselves. I totally agree. Mayor of a new city. We have a new city being established. Whenever a settler is built, we have to stop the game and elect a mayor. We happen to get that timed perfectly this last session, so it coincided with the new election. This position didn't get opened until the very end of candidacy, so we only had 3 candidates for it, which that's enough for the election. So someone's saying their lag is gone. try to ignore lag and just keep going. Delay, but yeah. See, I'm watching the stream from a different computer as I'm doing this. And getting some congratulations for DOS. Now, there's a little bit of controversy here with whether or not DOS is going to take this office because he said he was resigning from the race. I actually had spoken to him when he made his resignation, not about these results, but because he's on the ballot and I was not removing a name from the ballot. I told him that if he were to win, he could either take the office or he can concede. So if DOS chooses to concede this election, then Connacht becomes the mayor, at which point I will be congratulating Connacht on becoming our new mayor. Dealing with massive delay. Yeah, it's unfortunately not something I can do anything about. Yeah, it is very long. I'm streaming this both ways, and that's probably contributing to it. But and I actually share an internet connection, and I think someone's doing something else in the connection that might be slowing me down. Unfortunate, nothing I can do about it. Name the new city Cheeseland. Baconland. Okay, it has to be called Bacon Cheeseland. For the mayor of New City, at 344 points is Dravkian. And Dravkian probably isn't a very well-known candidate. Another new member. This is still an extraordinary number of points for our elections. We never see points like this. At number 2, 407 points, is G-Boy, 4496. And this is a name that appears elsewhere on the ballots. It's another new member. Very good showing here at 407 points, but not quite enough to become mayor. And, drum roll because of all the drama. The mayor of a new city is 522 points, Nuktuk. Now, Nuktuk is currently one of the deputy moderators. He has previously served in both the legislature and the ministry. And more importantly, this is the author of our Constitution and one of our founders. So this is a really good position for Nook, I think. And I want to congratulate him on this very cool victory. So we've got DOS and Nook as our mayors. And why not Cheese, Bacon, and Eggs Land? Because it's too many characters. Breakfast Club. I'm okay with that. Little fact about Nuktuk is that we were actually at one point discussing calling the religion Nuktukism. So I got a question as to who was the runner-up. I can go ahead and scroll back to G-Boy 4496. Now I'm giving a little pause for the lag to catch up. And we've got a question as to what Nuktuk is going to name the city. He'll decide by referendum. So we got a referendum coming up. Legislature is next to DACO tag. For my own twisted reasons, I like to put the ministry last on these elections because it's kind of the big role. It's the closest we have to a president here, and I kind of feel it should be the most dramatic. And lots of congratulations going around for Nook here. Didn't see that many for DOS. Um, so I'll just congratulate DOS. But because DOS might not be taking office, I'll congratulate Connex too, because it's a very good runner-up. Now, the Space Communists are the largest party right now. They've had a huge boost with the new members, and they have taken 8 seats with 98 votes. And these seats will be assigned as Lord Minast, Jovanos, and MDW 2402. Lord Minast has been in legislature and is an established, experienced candidate, so good to see that he's sticking around. 5 seats are unfilled, and this is where our emergency amendment comes in. The Space Communists must hold a primary or forfeit the seats. Espressoism, absolutely not. I have been swatted. I hope someone's not calling me a fly. All right, so that's the Space Communists and Global Socialist Initiative. It's our second biggest party, very influential. And their turnout this election was 5 seats with 62 votes. So it's a good, not quite as good as Space Communists got, but it's a really good result there. And this means 13 seats of 20 have been assigned. And these seats are going to A.J. O'Kitty, Archduke Ferdinand III, Boreal Trader, G-Boy 4496, and Stashmax 12. G-Boy and Stashmax ran for other positions, and since they have won the legislature, are no longer eligible for the other positions that they ran for, because they are now in office, or will be when the terms start. A.J. O'Kitty has served as mayor and I believe as legislator. A.J. O'Kitty has been very involved here. You'll see his name on a lot of the legislation and a lot of other things. So very active and contributing member. So probably, so it's a good choice for within Global Socialist Initiative, because this is one of their really active members. And Archduke Ferdinand and Boreal Trader are both new members, and I want to congratulate them on making it to legislature. So yeah, there's some discussion about the seats here on the Twitch. So how many seats are there total? There are 20 seats to be distributed. That's the maximum number of seats under the current laws. And we have just short of 600 members, I believe. I don't know the exact count right now. So we're up to 20 seats this time. And yes, there is no X at all. So, yeah. All right, so for the Nihilistic English Order, which is one of the, they're an interesting party. They're not quite as big as many of the others, but they're very popular and influential. And they have received 2 seats with 24 votes. Right, and these seats will go to Seekier and Jamster 1010. Jamster 1010 is another new member, so congratulations. And Seekier has served in legislature I believe a few terms now, and previously was running as independent. However, this time ran under the NEO ticket. finally, the independents. There were, I believe, 5 independent candidates this election, and the way we do independents is we run them as individual parties, and they select an alternate list for what happens if they get too many votes. And in this case, Dometer has 23 votes, which is enough for 2 seats. All of Dometer's alt list was ineligible for taking his seat because they had their own seats. So this leaves him with a seat that he has to assign himself. Charizarian takes a seat with 19 votes. Charizarian is kind of a hero right now because this population surge is very much credited to his work. And he is currently helping out with our Twitter account as well. So, that's a very important member around here. It's good to see he's done well in this election. Phony Shoemaker with 15 votes. This is a new member who has done very well with their independent campaign. Yeah, I guess there's still a little lag there because I'm seeing they're talking about the independents. 13 votes is Jersey 007. Now, Jersey is has been with the press for a long time. Very active member. He served on the Judicial Dispute Court as well. So he is now an independent legislator. OHBC unfortunately did not take a seat because they only received 6 votes, and the threshold is 13.15 votes. Now, put a note here that Space Communists may hold a new primary within 24 hours to fill their remaining seats, and Dometer may choose a person to fill his extra seat. All right. A lot of congratulations going on here. So, because we've got a huge delay between what people are seeing and what I'm saying, I'm going to take a moment to kind of catch my breath so I can see the comments. You can talk amongst yourselves or start plotting your revolution. And this is the part where everyone gets to start sucking up to Dometer. Now, I'm not seeing Dometer in the Twitch chat, so I don't know if he's aware of his victory yet. All right, moving on to the ministry. I consider this an important part of the election because this is our equivalent of a presidential election. And for the ministry seats, we have 2 positions open this time. For those who are new, we have staggered elections so that there's always going to be an experienced minister in office. So we're not ever going to change the whole ministry at one time. And so we do 2 on one election and 3 in the next election. Okay, I got a question from Swagmaster. How did Jersey get a seat with 13 votes? I tried to explain the voting system earlier. It's a little complicated. When nobody has enough remaining votes to claim a seat, it goes by order of who has the most remaining votes. And having 13 votes is very close to 13.5. That puts Jersey as first to get a remainder seat. It is 48 hours, not 24. Did I say 24? I don't believe I said 24 hours for anything. I can't take this wait any longer. Okay. Number 5 at 145 points is Stash Max 12. Stash Max, again, ran for several offices here and is not eligible for ministry due to winning the legislature. Number 4, at 169 points, DTG. DTG 108. And DTG was actually talking earlier about wanting to see these results, so I kind of feel bad here that they didn't win. But let's see, he is in Discord. Okay, so 4th place was DTG 108. At number 3 for 240 points, Aurorian Kiki, also known as CJRD. Aurorian Kiki is currently on the ministry and was running for re-election, and unfortunately is not being re-elected. With Aurorian Kiki and Da Spectrum no longer being ministers, this means our 2 winning ministers are new. They are not previously in the ministry. And at number 2, the first minister seat at 266 points goes to Mr. TARDIS 97. This is another experienced member, been around a long time, and congratulations to Mr. TARDIS on taking a seat. And finally, the last election result, the second ministry seat, goes to Seanbox 59. Now, Seanbox is a new member, and what I like about this ministry election was how it really showed the new and the old members. And we got 1 new and 1 old winning here. And Sean has been active in the Discord chat. He defeated me at a card game that I still haven't gotten over. So, Seanbox 59 is now part of our ministry and will be involved in the actual gameplay from here to the next minister election after the next one. So yeah, new member hype. Congrats. Yeah, some really exciting text going on here. Seanbox going whoop whoop, and I can't do the enthusiasm. I just have to say whoop whoop. So a summary of the results here. Our ministers are Mr. TARDIS 97 and Seanbox 59. The mayor of Sukhothai is Darth Spectrum. The mayor of New City is Nuktuk. And Space Communist for 8 seats, GSI for 5 seats, NEO for 2 seats, Dometer claims 2 seats, Charizarian 1 seat, Phony Shoemaker 1 seat, and Jersey 007 1 seat. I want to apologize to Jersey for misspelling his name earlier in the broadcast. And the next election, I believe, is the middle of December. I think we start the candidacy on the 8th. So we've got some time left for people to get familiar with this and start finding out what seats, what offices, what positions they'd like to be interested in. Start getting their campaigns ready. We've got plenty of time before the next election. So I'm really hoping some of these new members that haven't run for office or didn't quite win this time take a chance, take a shot at taking office in our next election. So I want to say thank you to everyone who's broadcasting. My voice is tired and I'm going to stop here.